The next speaker is Jeff Maddox.
Hello,
Jeff.
everybody. Oh, great. And this mic really works pretty good, doesn't it? I went to the little planning meeting today, too. And the first thing I noticed was that Russell, Sammy, Katie, Jimmy, and Brant weren't there. I know Derek and Danny were there. That was the first thing I noticed. There was a lot of empty seats. I think there was either 10 or 13, Derek. I don't exactly know, something like that there today. And I, too, like Tom, noticed that these are out-of-towners coming in to plan our future. Awful young out-of-towners, I might say. That graduated from these woke universities of central planning and engineering and those kind of things. They're going to plan our utopian future with your little bit of input, of course. And then when you go and you look at the questionnaire that they have online and all, and you look at questionnaires from other places they've done it, and it's basically the same thing. And it leads you to the same conclusions over and over and over again. Their designs are a little different in every place, but they're actually the same. And this goes back to this Comprehensive Planning Act that I've brought up many times. George H.W. Bush went to Rio and signed on to the Agenda 21 plan long ago. And shortly after that, in 1994, they passed the Comprehensive Planning Act. And that began to direct, through Bill Clinton and administrations afterwards, that began to direct the manna from heaven, the strings that are attached from that manna in certain directions. You see it in economic development, you see it in roadways, you see it in all kinds of little things. Y'all know how government works with their strings and all that. And so the states passed their own Comprehensive Planning Act, requiring us and municipalities and all to plan our future. And we're all planning our futures, and so here come these little industries up to fill that need that was made by the government to begin with. And if you look at the sustainable development goals and everything, you start to notice something clear, that they're starting to restrict more and more where human activity is, and starting to restrict where you can go, and land being gobbled up for greenways and bike paths and all these kind of things. And ultimately it leads to the 15-minute city and social credits and not being able to go to places that you once did. So when we're looking at these central planning operations that we're bringing in from out of town and all, you must think in the bigger picture, because now you're looking at World Economic Forum, the Council of Foreign Relations, and all these influential groups that may not be, shall we say, have the best interest of us, but them, that are directing these lines of manna from heaven. And we know what they do. They borrow money out of thin air, and then we pay it in inflation tax. So they're hanging us with the inflation and building bunny hutches for us all. And I was a brat, Katie. And I asked Dad long ago, what did you pray when you were on the flight line and you were sending these little kids to war in their F-4s? Did you pray that the mission was accomplished and they killed all those brown people and made it back alive. Thank you, God. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.